Since that day you saved my life, I have presumed I knew you. But now, 1,000 letters from your father go unopened, yet one scribbled from your sister changes everything? I didn't even know you had a sister. We are broke, old pal. We can't afford a passage back to your old world, back to your family. Not unless you suddenly remembered what work is. Dynamite fishing? You're serious? Well, the village north is always short on food. Remember when we escaped the pits back when? Still some dynamite left. Here it is. Just get plenty of distance on the throw. In the old days, we'd have done this in our sleep. Still trying to get used to that smell of char. You couldn't hit a cow's ass with a sitar. A bird with a spear would be faster. You do have an eye for opportunity. After all, it's not TNT the locals are short of. All the blistered fish they could ever want.
Ah, that burnt reek. Ugh. Hand over whatever it is and I'll help you get rid of it. Here are your tickets. Hurry, drifters. The boat is leaving soon, and nobody wants you to miss it.
So, this is it. We're leaving paradise behind. You never talked much about family and the like. But you're dead serious about this, aren't you? No matter. I made a vow to defend you. And I don't break an oath. Even if a blind man could see you leap into the deepest pit of dung.
I have never asked anything of you, firstborn. Not when you stole away a tiptoe, leaving the family burden at your little sister's door. Our father is accused of high treason. Dare you to believe it? Will you now stand by, knowing gentle father is indungeoned? It must kill him. Please come home. We need you. Is it really you, dearest sibling? I never dared hope you'd return. Do you remember Bright Sands? Of course you do. We loved it here. It's changed now. The Royal Council support Uncle Edvard. Father barely cold, and he's pulling everything down.
All those houses. You never said how wealthy you were. Why were we selling fish and sleeping in barns?
Never told your friend of Good and Sons? There is much to be said, but not now. Dear father's funeral begins.
Where have you been? Without you brats, we'll never be done with this obligation.
Looks like Death claimed the wrong brother.
No matter, so few are here, when they are the few he loved most.
Nobody likes a traitor, let alone his tainted offspring. Better make yourself scarce.
We shall, dear sibling, for now. I have acquired a small island with the last of my funds, and passage for all still loyal to father. Together, we shall clear his name, or die trying.
Your sister reminds me of you. Must mean new adventures await, old pal.
This is it. Ditchwater. End of the world. I hope you like it quiet.
What? Still here? Establishing a rival company on that disheveled island?
Let Uncle Edvard scoff. A modest island, yes, but if you're at all like father, you'll look beyond appearances. We must shelter the good, loyal people who have shown solidarity with our family. We need every hand we can get if we are to expunge this debris.
You reached a new milestone.
Do you remain here out of spite? Or is this some futile attempt at competition? As you are so desperate to appear responsible, you'll be pleased to hear the cost of that fantastical funeral falls to you.
Miserly, uncharitable dastard! Picking and choosing what he inherits. Everything you've built so far consumed wood. We'll be needing more of it to continue. Timber, very good. I'll try not to think of the coffin. See what slander Edvard prints in bright sands.
Samuel's child, is it? Thank heavens. I am so ashamed of every single word your uncle had me print.
He twists every article in his favor at our and father's expense. father wouldn't have wanted us to sit on our hands while our one prospect was in such a state. So let's gather our townsfolk and ask them to spruce the place up. Mourning is eased, now we have others for company, sibling. It's been a hard day of labor for us all. We should cater to our tired, hungry people. I'm not going to say I didn't think it possible. We're fed at least. Why not one, but several prospects in quick succession? You restore a grain of my trust in humanity, eldest. We are running low on timber, but there's plenty in the ruins. We should clear some to stock up.
You reached a new milestone.
Help enough to demolish the larger ruins. Let's breathe some life into this place.
long, hard day. The people need to rest and maybe wet their whistles. When I look into your people's faces, I see trouble. Make sure their misery doesn't become a problem.
I checked the manifests. Not all our facilities are able to deliver the goods they produce. Please correct the situation.
There aren't enough of us. farm? With no fields? Peddlers say there's nowhere to take it.
Barn's filled with owls. We must have dormice.
We're taking every care.
Can't beat a humble spud.
I need help with me lowly troubles.
Fancy making hay while the sun shines, master?
Barn's filled with owls. We must have dormice.
I wouldn't like to say.
We'll gather and toast your elf.
They do go up fast. Pepper sample, sir.
Flowers for the lady.
Who's stinking like cut cheese?
Once again, I am indebted to you.
Is the bell running faster than usual?
Feels an eternity since the funeral. And the cost! Oh, why, it was extortionate. Repay me now, or sell up.
I feel sick to the stomach that Edvard could ask so much of us so soon after Father's death. Your people are recovered and desirous to proceed. Set them to it. We're going to need as much space as we can clear.
Oh, that. I know.
Hurry, damn you!
Speak to our humble cousin. He writes of a worker riot in Bright Sands. It seems we are not alone in our contempt for Edvard.
Ready to repay my charity?
We'd rather die than stay. Our flags still wave for Samuel. Let Edvard oppress us no more.
Commerce and industry can haul...
A life away from Edvard? We're on board. Only, we've no shit to get on board of.
If you pick me, you may have my boat. It's my poor aunt's legacy. Her second husband was a decent sailor.
Ready to repay my charity?
Your vessel shall be subject to an inspection.
Ready. Don't think you're finished, brat. I loathe the reek of lanolin, but if farmers' smocks are all you have... Tell me you've managed something. Ba, black sheep, have you any wool? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 4 bags full.
Is there no limit to Uncle's shameless demands?
Everybody on board? Good. I shiver at the thought of staying here another second.
What? Has your cleft of the family no shame that it now resorts to abducting my workers? The Queen's ambassador himself shall hear of this.
Abduction is a severe accusation.
And if I may, excuse me, a false one. We left Edvard quite willingly.
Pencil polishing popinjay. I should have been rid of you long ago.
I see nothing criminal. A bit of interfamilial bickering is only natural, and hardly a matter for the crown. And as for you, I have quite forgotten my manners. Sir Archibald Blake, ambassador and confidant to the Queen. Despite the circumstances, Her Majesty and I were pleased to hear of your return. Your father's death was a tragedy. We regret he never had the chance of a fair trial.
The real tragedy here is the vast funeral bill that goes unpaid, while this brat is living the life of O'Reilly.
Sadly, your uncle has indeed alerted me to some floating liabilities. I fear you have no choice but to settle them if I am to grant you your crown shipping license.
Edvard registered the debt officially.
Don't worry. That old tyrant can't hold us back anymore.
Indeed. Once my letterpress is up and running, the truth will come back to haunt Edvard. For your hospitality, please use my ship howsoever you may wish.
Now that sounds like good news.
As to the debt, my hands are tied, but it may warm her...
Maybe Edvard will try to prevent us owning a shipyard, but for now, let's at least house those workers.
You reached a new milestone.
With several passionate young reporters enlisted, our publishing house is already well underway.
Workers can handle stubborn debris on ditchwater. If it's to be the center of our new enterprise, it needs to be immaculate.
Our editorial section is sure to grow along with your city. We are fine-tuning the first issue as we speak.
You have father's fortitude. These people will follow you as they once followed him.
You reached a new milestone.
Your worthless rags have barely covered anything. Now, bring me sails. It's not like you have any use for them.
Clearly, Uncle's intention is to keep us from ever owning a shipyard. I'm not going to say I didn't think it possible.
When will you show your family?
Workforce shortage.
We need more farmhands. What brings you here, Master?
Grease the wheels, Governor. Will you work your magic for us? What we do so love to see. Cure! A promise kept.
I have discovered some inefficiencies we ought to address.
There'll be potholes, so watch out.
Help us out, will you, boss? I'm happy as a sandboy. Will you build us another castle? Let's hear it then. Not bad for a big boss. We lack the requisite material.